Hello, everyone's. I'm Lady T506. Welcome to my channel. I am here for Love and Hip Hop New York Season 8, Episode 10. So we starting off with Jonathan telling Nana Yeez that while he was, catching Trent cheating, Trent brought up the fact that he was married. But let Jonathan tell it, since his husband's in another state and they are no longer in love, that's not cheating. That's in his world. But I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all don't have any finances together. You ain't got no houses, you ain't got no children. So how come this divorce has not come to fruition? Like, y'all don't love each other. Y'all in a different stage. I'm pretty sure you want to move on. He want to move on. So why is this divorce not happened yet? This is what I need to know. Moving over to DJ Smiles a Lot and Mariah Lynn. He gets on her about what happened between she and Dream Doll. Now, y'all, I didn't do last week's episode. Last week I was on break. It was Christmas vacation. I was spending time with my family. Didn't know what was coming on. And then when it did come on, I messed around and watched some other people's reviews. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to skip this week's episode. But I will say this. Mariah Lynn was not in fault in that whole situation with Dream Doll. But I will say this, she has some good acrobatical skills. The way she leaped on that girl. I haven't seen a leap like that since Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, when Tommy jumped on the countertop like somebody had hoisted her up. But anyway, he's ever talking about getting on her. But she was like, I'm paraphrasing. First of all, you wasn't there. Dream Doll came through the whole meetup like, look here, I was sitting here by DJ Smiles a Lot to let you know your career ain't going nowhere, boo-boo. And she got to talking about Mariah Lynn mama. Now, y'all know how Mariah Lynn feels about her mama. You do not talk about her mama. But I'm sitting there like, hold up, DJ Smiles a Lot. Mariah Lynn has been loyal to you, to the point where she lost a man because she chose her man over you. And you defending this new girl up out here. I guess you figure, this is somebody new that I can work with. I'm going to push Mariah Lynn to the side. But Mariah Lynn wasn't in the fault. Well, after the girl got the top, a fight was going to ensue anyway because there was a table. They out in the middle of a park, but there was a table. A table in reality shows, that means if we meeting up and there's a table, we going to fight. I'm just going to assume that's what Mona, this is Mona Scott's world. We're going to throw a table in there that lets the people know we're going to be over here fighting. But I'm like, he tells her she's the common denominator on things. I'm like, first of all, Dream Doll don't like her because of some mess that happened with Bianca and Brie. Mariah Lynn ain't got nothing to do with that. She brought drama to her. She didn't bring that to her. Green Jaw was like, look here, Bianca, I'm going to let you know. You don't like it. You don't like my friend Bree, so therefore, I don't like you and your friend Mariah Lynn. And she's been having this thing ever since then. But for some reason, DJ Smiles like, he not getting it in his head. To him, Mariah Lynn, she's a common denominator, even though she's been riding so hard for him. You gonna not saying that Mariah Lynn's gonna be the next Cardi B, but you keep on messing around and making moves like this, you gonna lose out on her like you did Cardi B. Just saying. You bringing this new girl on here who don't nobody know her as an artist. We know Mariah Lynn as an artist. She's not the best of artists, but we know her as an artist. You got this new girl on here and you just think you gonna bring her and everything like she's so innocent in this whole thing. DJ Smiles a Lot, I'm gonna need you to sit down somewhere. So, NIU's pops up on Rich, Navarro, and Jacquay while they having a men's meetup. For whatever reason, Navarro lets her know that they gonna be somewhere, so she pop up. And did y'all see her rubbing her tail up on Jacquay? I saw that, and I'm like, Rich, do you see this? Because I do. So she sits down and talk about something, hey, baby, y'all know how she talk. I cannot get it for that, and I've been trying, but I'm not gonna do it no more. And he's looking like he's kind of through with her, popping up and always talking, but she was like, she need to talk. She and Ruben kind of got into it, and he been throwing out the word divorce. So she wants to know if he gonna be there for her. And Rich, in true creep form fashion, he doesn't say, yes, I'm gonna be there for you, like, baby, you gonna have you a place to stay. It's like, I'm gonna be there for you in spirit, I'm gonna be there for you like that. Not as so much as I'm gonna be there for you as you gonna be my woman to the end. And if you ask me, I think Rich likes the fact that Anais is married because he don't really have to be committed to her like that, and he can still, be the creep that he is and be out here seeing other women. I'm just gonna put that out there. Because he is the true creep that he is. He's the head of the creep squad. So, hey. So, we have Dream Doll in Safari. So she say she don't want him. Like, first of all, she talking about yes, I was on the internet and putting subliminals out there so you can see, because you not giving me the attention that I need. Therefore, I'm gonna get it somewhere else. I'm like, are we playing games here? Because you find the wrong person, they're gonna be like, all right, deuces, be out, find that person. Then she talking about she don't want him working with Mariah Lynn. I'm sitting here like, because her music ain't going nowhere. So, you, Dream Doll, a relatively unknown artist, are out here making threats telling Safari, who is an established artist, who he can and cannot work with. Is this what we're doing? I never did get that. It's like, it was actually funny that you actually thought he was going to fall for that. It gets me when females and men get out here, now you can't be working with this type of person. This is how he makes his money, boo-boo, producing and getting on songs with people. So what do you suggest he do with his money? First of all, the fact that you tell him what he can and can't do. Y'all been together, what, a good 3 weeks? You ain't even met his mama yet, but you out here throwing out threats what he can and can't do. Out here, I'ma find somebody else if you're not gonna do what I feel I'm not getting the attention I need. I would have loved it so much. It's like, okay, I'm gonna need you to go somewhere else and find somebody else, because boo-boo, I'm not finna do it. I'm my own man. I can do what I want to do, and I can work with who I want to work with. Okay, bye-bye. And I would have loved that. So, Snoop, she's having her a sneaker. She got her sneaker line out, and Patrick Ewing, she working with Patrick Ewing, and she done had Mariah Lynn, Safari, and Jacquay perform. Mariah Lynn and Safari are talking innocently, because mind you, we are in a club full of people. They had a good enough space together where it's not like they was flirting. But for whatever reason, Bree gets it in her mind that Dream Doll is my homegirl, and it is my job to go over there and figure out why Safari and Mariah Lynn are talking. So she goes over there, and for some reason, I guess because I just recently saw the movie It, her in that yellow raincoat reminded me of the little boy from It. She comes over there, and dramatic as she is, and pulls her little hat off of her coat and was like, what y'all over here talking about? First of all, that's none of your business. These two grown folks and Safari ain't your man. He been telling the truth. He ain't really Dream Doll's man at that. But she want to know what they talking about. And I'm just sitting there like, that's none of your business. And I guess she telling him, I don't talk to Mariah Lynn, and Dream Doll don't talk to Mariah Lynn. So I guess that means in Dream Doll and Bree's world that he shouldn't talk to Mariah Lynn neither. She get to going back and forth with Mariah Lynn, talking since she ain't this. Mariah Lynn says some stuff like that. And the next thing you know, she throws a glass at Mariah Lynn. Now, Mariah Lynn at that point hadn't thrown hands on her. But she did say, I'm not going to throw a glass until you throw it. Like, I'm not just going to throw a glass at you, but if you throw one at me, then it's going to get thrown back at you. And then Snoop was like, man, what you doing? You messing up things. Did you miss that whole thing where Bree brought her hind parts over there, jumped in Safari and Mariah Lynn's business, and then got to coming at Mariah Lynn? Did you miss that whole situation? Because I saw it, and I didn't think Mariah Lynn was wrong. Because like, she over here discussing business with Safari because she's trying to work with Safari. But Bree thinking it is her duty to go find out where her homegirl's man is talking to somebody else. You two invested in a relationship. So, Navarro, he asked Rich, since y'all having sex and whatnot, and y'all in this, I guess, relationship, I'm gonna need you to, go with her to her meet and greet and set some things up. So, Jonathan, in all his hypocriticalness. And I'm glad he brought this up, because it's like, oh my goodness, you are a married woman, what are you doing? And just as I was finna type in my notes, Jonathan, you have all the nerve, gall, and audacity to talk about her being a married woman while being in a relationship with somebody else. He jumped in his confession, was like, I can see the irony that I'm saying something when I am married and I was in a relationship. But Rich Older in the corner off getting some girl's number, and I'm like, what do we expect? Rich is the head of the Creep Squad, but he comes back over with Anais, and Ruben shows up, and I'm like, Ruben looked like he would just go up there and just fight everybody in the room just because. But now he's at the point in his relationship with Anais, like, he don't really care. He's basically like, I want a divorce. I can't stand you. You can't stand me. We got kids together. And at one point, when Anais and Ruben were fighting earlier, it was like she was saying, like, it was a chore for her to take care of her kids. She don't want to be at home smelling like onions, because I guess that's what stay-at-home moms smell like. They smell like onions. I've never, known for a woman to smell like onions because she's at home taking care of her house and taking care of kids. But she almost said it like it was a chore, like, I'm trying to be me, I'm not trying to be at home watching no kids. That's what the nanny there for. I'm like, but Rich did look like he was just a tad bit scared when Ruben popped up, and she was looking like, oh my goodness, what I'm going to do? Ruben here, Rich Dollar here, he my new man. Y'all know how she be talking. So that was basically the gist that went on. Now, if I left anything, oh yes, I'm not even gonna go to that. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment or video response. And like I always, I want to thank my subscribers and the people who watch my videos. I want you to like this video, comment, and subscribe. And share this video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and here on YouTube. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.